My name is Jim Boland, and you're in Art Smart's Dart Mart and Juggling Emporium. It's a little bit overwhelming. There's so much stuff all over the place that the parents will say, okay, you can get one thing or you can get two things. And, the products I sell are darts, kites, juggling, gag gifts, novelties, disc golf, a little bit of magic. That pretty much covers it. I got into the dart business. Basically, a friend of mine had a tavern that sold darts, and he was going out of business, so I bought his inventory. I had another friend that was a kite enthusiast, and another friend that was a juggling enthusiast. He endeavored to teach anyone that came into his resort how to juggle. So I figured, well, darts, kites, juggling, all things that fly. So that's initially how we started out. We came up with the name, having some beers at Wolski's, neighborhood tavern that has dartboards. So we were down there having a couple pitchers of beers and throwing some darts, and Art Smart's Dart Mart came about that way. I've been at this location since April 1st, 1985, 40 years. Used to be an old shoe store. It was in pretty rough shape when we moved in, but first 3 or 4 years, it was a little bit rocky. It took a while to get off the ground, but man, I've seen so many businesses come and go on this street, more than I can count. But we hung in there, and eventually things picked up to the point where we could make a decent living. The artwork in here was done by my late friend Jim Hawley. He was a cartoonist and an artist. I think he did the ceiling in like 88, 89. Also, I have some of his work, like the elephant, Art Smart floating in an inner tube. Yeah, I'm real happy to have some of Jim's stuff. And Art Smart was actually a cartoon character that Jim came up with. Art Smart is a cartoon character, and we use them on our t-shirt and our advertising. Yeah, disc golf has been real good to us. I opened in '85, and a friend took me out in '86, and I really enjoyed the sport, so I added disc golf. Eventually, we knocked down this wall. All the discs used to be on the floor over by the dart flights. We knocked out the wall and put in the disc golf room in the back of the shop. And a lot of the discs in the back shelf are collectors that are either first run discs or rare discs. Old tournaments discs. They make limited runs when there's a tournament, and they're not available for long. So if you grab onto one and hang on to it for a while, it gains value. People have been trying to buy my Jimi Hendrix die for years, but he's not for sale. Also, there's a lot of guys out there that dye discs now. It's a real popular thing to do. Some of them get quite pricey. I have a friend that has a business called Pastry Dye. He does really wild designs. I've been offered $100, but I've had them for so long now. I won't let them go for $100. Well, dart-wise, when I opened in '85, The inventory I bought was all steel tip, but by the next year, everything turned to plastic tip. It's probably 70-30 now, with the steel tips being 30 and getting more popular. Behind you is the dart flights, and there's 540 of them, and these drawers contain them. People go up, they give me a number. I turn around and grab the flight out of the whatever number they give me. I just go after things that I think that I like, that I think the kids will like. I always tried to make it family friendly, and I have adults that came here as kids that are bringing their kids in now, so it's pretty interesting. People come in here and say, my mom and dad brought me here when I was 4 years old, you know. And yeah, kids go nuts in here. I get a kick out of it. I get a kick out of the kids. I mean, you know, it's the way I was when I was young too, so. The fun part is ordering the stuff, you know. Like I say, it's, when UPS pulls up, it's like Christmas morning. I get my hands on all the new stuff right away, and yeah, I enjoy what I do.